rising concern about lobbyists, about foreign influence. Look, Peter Dutton has got a lot to explain about this. He is supposed to be the minister responsible for the domestic security of Australia. He's supposed to be the minister responsible for ensuring that our politics is not influenced by foreign actors. The laws that I introduced at the end of 2017 about foreign influence and foreign interference are very important laws, and they responded to a rising concern in the community. Now, the idea that the minister responsible for enforcing those laws has had a meeting of this kind does raise a lot of questions. But Peter Dutton is the only one that can answer it, and Mr Santoro should equally be answering questions about his role. I think it is very, very concerning and very troubling for anyone, and I would say that's every Australian who is concerned about ensuring that our politics is not influenced by foreign actors, and that our politics and political decisions are not, and access is not available to be sort of hawked around in the way that it's alleged it was.
What action, if any, should Mr Morrison take?
Sorry, just 1 second. I'll go to you and then go to you, yeah?
So did your government or members of it approve the private conferral of citizenship on the Huang family members in Senator
I don't know. The first thing I learned about it was in the media. The decision was of if such a fast tracking of Mr Huang's family's citizenship application was in fact made, it was made as a decision by Mr Dutton. It wasn't a decision that I had any part in.
What action should Mr Morrison take, if any?
Well, look, Scott Morrison's the Prime Minister, and you can't wave this off and say it's all part of gossip in the bubble. This is the national security of Australia. I mean, remember the furor that arose about Senator Dastyari. All the same issues have arisen again, and this has to be addressed with the highest level of security, priority, urgency by the Prime Minister. The buck stops with him. I know what it's like to be Prime Minister, and ultimately you're responsible. And so Scott Morrison has to deal with this Peter Dutton issue.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
Good on you. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so that was live from Sydney. That's a dramatic addition to this story today. The former Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull there entering the fray on the discussion around the Four Corners program last night, saying that Home Affairs Peter Dutton has a lot of explaining to do about this meeting with the Chinese billionaire who was trying to get an Australian passport, but he didn't get an Australian passport. Mr Turnbull saying it's very concerning and troubling and needs to be explained.